Afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to be making my grandmother's molasses cookies. This was a recipe that got handed down to me and my sisters probably when we were 12, 13 years old, somewhere in there. And it's a cookie that I myself love, and my youngest boy has never had molasses cookies, so this is going to be a real treat for him. And my husband, I have never made molasses cookies, my grandmother's molasses cookies, for my husband either, so they're both getting a treat today. We're starting off with 3/4 cup of softened butter. If you have a stand mixer or a hand mixer, you might want to use it for this one. It is a stiffer cookie batter, so it works really well to use a mixer to make sure that you have everything incorporated really well. To the butter, we are going to add 1 cup of brown sugar. I was going to do this recipe for them during the holidays, but trying to find clove and ginger in our local grocery stores was not an easy task. Everything, all ingredients were pretty much wiped out as far as baking ingredients, so I had to wait until after the holidays to get this. So alright, we're going to mix this up. Sorry for the loudness of this. And as y'all see, I am not very handy at using a hand mixer. If you have a stand mixer, it would probably work a whole lot better. I do not. So we make do with what we have. Just get it all mixed up real good. Doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to keep mixing it when you add more stuff to it. Alright, to that, we're going to add 1 egg. A 1/4 cup of molasses. Oh, I love that smell. As I've always said, measure with your heart when it comes to ingredients that you like. I always add a little more molasses than what the recipe calls for. Just because that's how Grandma used to do it, so that's how I do it. I'm going to put the lid on this because I am known for dropping stuff and knocking stuff over. We're going to give this another quick mix. Okay, just like that. Yes, I am known for making a mess in my kitchen. It's okay. Alright, to that, you are going to add 1 teaspoon of ginger, ground ginger. And 2 teaspoons of baking soda. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of cloves. I had to go to 5 different stores to find this. Our local Myers did not have it. Neither did our dollar stores. Neither did our Walmart. Finally, yesterday, we went to the Walmart up one town over, and they had it. So, yay for us, because that means we get to make cookies. You want to have your oven preheating to 375. And then you want 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Alright, and to that, you are going to add 2 1/4 cups of flour. We just refilled the flour bin, so it's going to be a mess, I have a feeling.
Just a little.
One. 2. And 1/4. Oh yeah, I got flour everywhere. That's okay. And you're just gonna mix it all together. By all means, if you, wow, yeah, I'm really making a mess, aren't I? By all means, if you want to use your mixer for this, go right ahead. I'm just gonna fold it in. My grandma was a very special lady to me. She taught me a lot about baking and the ways of the old school ways of doing things. She had a farm. Okay, hold on. We're going to go back to the mixer. And then we'll get back into the story. Okay, there we go. So anyway, she had a farm, and every day she would go out, she would milk her cows, she would feed her chickens, she would climb the apple trees, and she would come back in the house and make breakfast for everybody. She was a strong old lady. Love her dearly. She passed away 20 some odd years ago. Back in 1992. So, I try to use a lot of the old recipes that she had. And a lot of the things that she used to do when we were kids. By all means, you do not have to use your hands. This is just what I do. It's easier for me because I'm not used to using a hand mixer. I would just rather get my hands dirty and get in there, mix it all up, mash it all up, make sure it's good. It will be very stiff and shaggy. That's what you want. Okay. I'm going to wash up my hands, and then we will get these going, and I will show you what I do next. Okay. Now we're going to clean up a little bit of this mess so that we can get our baking sheets ready to get these in the oven. finish cleaning up our mess here, because I made quite the mess with the flour. All right. With that done and taken care of, we're going to get our cookie tray and my silicone baking mat. This is a very well-used, well-loved baking sheet. You're going to want to get you a bowl with about a half a cup of sugar in it. We're going to take a teaspoon. We're going to form it into a ball, or as close to a ball as you can get. You're going to roll it in your sugar. You're going to place it on your cookie tray. They do not have to be perfect. Matter of fact, I don't think I've ever made a perfect cookie in my life. So, you do what feels best for you. These will spread out somewhat as they're baking, so we're not going to flatten them down or anything. This is just one of those cookies that brings back memories of childhood for me. Both of my grandparents have passed. So I don't have either one of my grandmothers anymore. So I like to bring back some of their old recipes from time to time. And I've been married for 25 years and I have never made these for my husband or my kids. So this will be a treat for them, I hope. I hope they enjoy them. But if not, I guess that's more for me. As I said prior, you need to have your oven preheated to 375 for these. And by all means, you do not have to dust them in sugar. That's just the way I learned to do them. That's how my grandmother used to do it. So that's what I do. Last one for this tray. All right. We're going to put these in the oven to bake. They take 10 to 12 minutes at 375. when they get ready to come out, I will show you what they look like and how they turned out. We will talk at you in a little bit. Bye-bye. All right, y'all. It's been 11 and a half minutes. So we're going to pull them out now. That is what they look like. We're going to bring them over. We're going to put them on a cooling rack and let them cool. Just like that. And if you like that video, please feel free to comment in the comments below. Tell me if you want to see another cookie recipe or anything else. I will talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye for now. Ta-ta.